A sequel review that's not part of a review series. Mark it down in history. I did not do a review series. The Equalizer 3 is a brand new 2023 action film directed by Anton Fuqua, and it stars Denzel Washington. And yeah, I just never got around to reviewing the first two movies in this franchise. So quick review. I like both of them. That's the quick review. Um, I really didn't even know this movie was coming out until it was actually out, and a couple of my friends had already seen it. So yeah, I saw it a little late. So let's go ahead and talk about it. Starting off with the good, and this is really a fun action film, just like the first two Equalizers. It's a lot of fun. First of all, you got Denzel Washington as Robert McCall, and he's great. That's Denzel Washington. He's one of the coolest motherfuckers alive, and he proves it in everything. I just really love Denzel Washington. He steals the show in everything. He's great as Robert McCall. And if this is in fact the final Equalizer film and he's no longer going to be playing Robert McCall, this was a really great send-off to the character. Now you got the whole story. The story is really, really good. You get this really great setting with an Italian town where everybody knows each other. It's one of those small towns where you vacation to and you just don't want to leave. It's that type of setting. And I really love that setting. I thought that he worked well with just about everybody he came in contact with in that town. And the action sequences are really great. There's not really a whole bunch. As with the Equalizer films, they're more of a slow burn type. But I think that the action was very good and very effective when it is used. And it's a lot of fun. It's a really great ride. Anton Fuqua and Denzel Washington just work well together. Really great off of each other. They just have a natural bond as director and star. They just really work together like a lot of director and actor combos. It just works. And then the score and the soundtrack are really great as well. And there's a lot of there were a couple actors that showed up in this movie that I didn't know that they were going to be there. So it was really nice to see them there. That's about all for the good. On to the bad. And there's a couple things that I wasn't a huge fan of. And the biggest thing about it is the villain was kind of generic and forgettable. Then again, I'm not a fan of really any of the villains in the Equalizer films, except for Pedro Pascal's character in the Equalizer 2, and that's because it was Pedro Pascal as the character. But Equalizer 1, I couldn't tell you the name of the villain, and in this one, I felt like the villain was rather forgettable once again. So, yeah, I didn't really care for the villain here, but that's aside from my point. And then also, I feel like this movie goes on a little too long, but that's it. I mean, it's a fun ride from beginning to end. Final thoughts. I do enjoy this movie. I think it's great. I can't wait to buy it on Blu-ray and watch it again with the other two movies. The Equalizer 3 is a fun action film and a great send-off to the character with Denzel Washington in the role, and I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. So that was my thoughts on The Equalizer 3. Have you seen this movie? Let me know down in the comments what you thought about it if you have seen it. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.